Hello everybody and welcome to the United Stand. Who are Manchester United's biggest earners in history, and how does that relate to the modern day success of Manchester United? Because I think we're going to find that it really does show that money, not only can it not buy you love, it can't buy you titles as well. Now I must just say as well, we're going to be doing our top 6 Manchester United earners ever. But what I would say is you've got to put some context into this. Accurate figures are never going to be totally accurate because the clubs don't actually release them. And second of all, obviously there's inflation. So the Ronaldos of this world, the Roy Keanes, the David Beckhams, they wouldn't have even been paid probably as much as what Phil Jones is getting now, as mad as that sounds, because football has boomed over the last 20 years. So, in at number 6, in Manchester United's biggest ever earners, and I can say that just missing out is Anthony Martial, who's rumoured to be on a huge £250,000 a week, but he doesn't make the top 6. Wayne Rooney does in number 6 position. Wayne Rooney was rumoured to be earning a base rate of around £260,000 in his final years at Manchester United. Now, obviously attached to that, you would expect to get bonuses, goal bonuses, win bonuses, etc. But a base rate of £260,000 for Wayne Rooney, which I would say, and I don't know about you, I would say he was probably well worth it when we gave him that contract. I mean, I look at what Wayne Rooney achieved at Manchester United and whether he actually justified and earned those wages in a Manchester United shirt. And without doubt, when you look back at Rooney, and if you're old enough to look back at Rooney at Manchester United, in the just over a decade he gave us, how many titles did he win? Champions League, top scorer, broke the Manchester United's top scorer of all time. So I'd say £260,000 a week as a base rate was more than justified for Wayne Rooney. Will it continue that way? I think we all know probably not. Now, in at number 5 is Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Now, it's difficult with Zlatan to understand what he was actually on. Now, remember, with Wayne Rooney, we spent quite a lot of money on him when we brought him in from Everton. Zlatan, back end of his career, but was free. Therefore, wages were always going to be inflated because he was a free agent. There was no money that we had to pay to PSG, so the wages were going to be inflated. The rumours were that it was somewhere between £250,000 a week and £350,000 a week that we were paying Zlatan Ibrahimovic. So quite a range, £100,000 between £250 and £350, but we believe it's somewhere in between there, making him the 5th best played player in Manchester United history for wages. Did he justify that wage? I suppose he justified it for status and the fact that he was a free player to bring in. But ultimately, what did we get that season? We did win an Europa League. We won a Carabao Cup, in which he scored in that final as well. So, at that point, we were desperate. Mourinho's first season, we did win a Europa League. We got back into the Champions League. You could say that the risk was rewarded. I'll leave that one to you on Zlatan, but certainly one of our top ever paid players. Number 4, and not wearing a Manchester United shirt, because we like to think that he never did, and never will wear one again, Angel Di Maria came to Manchester United for £58 million, and we paid him approximately £280,000 reportedly, making him the 4th best paid player in Manchester United's history. Now, this deal is where, for me, we're starting to look at, and look, Zlatan as well. Count how many of these players actually won as a title or a Champions League. Zlatan, no, but we did get a Europa League. Di Maria, what did we get under Di Maria? Was he here when we won the FA Cup? I can't recall, because I tried to delete the memory of Di Maria. No, look, he came in with a lot of praise and a lot of talent, but he came in for the wrong reasons. And I think what we're learning here, it's not just a video about Manchester United's biggest earners ever. It's also an expose on the incompetence of Manchester United's boards in relation to recruitment, wages and removal of players. £58 million we paid for him, £280,000 a week we gave him, and around that fee anyway, and then a year later we let him go for about 44 million. So not only did we pay him well over £1 million a month, but we also, for 12 months, we lost 14 million on him within a year in relation to sale him. A very, very bad signing, and a very, very, very accurate reflection of Manchester United in the transfer window over the last 8 years. We move on. Number 3, he's currently at the club. He's been here for 4 years. Paul Pogba, rumoured to be on anywhere between £290,000 and £350,000 a week. Probably more around £290,000 a week base, with bonuses and everything on top. A lot of money but our most expensive ever signing. So it justifies the wage, I would say, and I think people would believe that. £89 million we paid for him. We weren't in Champions League at that point. We were going to have to pay big. We thought we were bringing home one of the world's best midfielders, and I thought that as well. Whether he's achieved that, look, that's not what this is about. I think Paul Pogba's a fantastic player. I think he does justify the wage, and he did justify the fee. Has he justified that 4 years later? Well, probably not. But I don't really have massive complaints about Manchester United making this signing, because you're not always a genius in hindsight, and I felt at the time it was a very exciting deal, and nobody could have predicted that Paul Pogba's career would be so 50-50 at Manchester United. So Paul Pogba, the third best player in Manchester United's history. The second best player in Manchester United, and obviously no titles, no Champions Leagues delivered in Paul Pogba's time. The second best player in Manchester United's history is still here, David De Gea, and he's been here for a very long time. And he's only the one of two players in our top six who've delivered a Premier League title. Unfortunately, I don't think when David De Gea won the title with Manchester United, he was on £375,000 a week, because the reason he is one of Manchester United's best ever paid players is because of the contract we've just given him, which is £375,000 a week, rumoured for a goalkeeper. Massive amount of money. Massive amount of money. And ultimately, I think David De Gea takes his place in there justifiably, because inflation, would David De Gea be Manchester United's second best ever paid player if he was playing in the 99 team now? No, because most of that team would be on more than him. It's a sign of the times. It's a sign of the times that, more importantly, whether you think the wage justifies the means, what it does show is the lack of quality in Manchester United's squad over the last 8 years, that a goalkeeper is our best paid player in our playing squad. Goalkeepers, centre-backs, right-backs traditionally will not earn as much as the best midfielders and certainly the best strikers and wingers in the world. But Manchester United's best paid player is a goalkeeper. Is he worth £375k a week? No. But Manchester United, that's what we do. We negotiate, and we negotiate badly. But look, that's nothing against De Gea. I think he's been a fantastic servant for United, and I think he's a fantastic goalkeeper. But £375,000 a week, all I can say is David's got a very, very good agent. And who is number one? Who is the most best paid player in Manchester United's history, and symbolises, really to me, exactly what's been going wrong at Manchester United since Sir Alex Ferguson retired? You guessed it. It's not Phil Jones. It is Alexis Sanchez, rumoured to be on between £350,000 and £500,000 a week. Quite a range, but nobody could ever really pin it down. There was a lot of bonuses, a lot of things involved in it, but certainly around the £400,000 a week mark. Bought under Jose Mourinho, taken from Manchester City, who went, we're not that stupid, we're not going to take him. The biggest flop in Manchester United's history? Certainly the most expensive, and what a damning indictment it is that Alexis Sanchez will, and probably will stay for quite a while, Manchester United's best ever paid player in the history of this club, is a flop who didn't even really want to be here, who on his first day wanted to leave, and basically flopped very expensively. And again, when we look at this top six, when you look at Di Maria and you look at Alexis Sanchez especially, very expensive players, and the people who bought these players are still at the club. The people who bought Di Maria and lost us millions in a year, a couple of years later went and did it again with Alexis Sanchez. Mad decision making at that football club that will continue, because the same people are still presiding over this football club. So a very, very interesting insight. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Smash a like on the video if you have. Subscribe to the channel. Get your comments in below. Manchester United's top 6 best paid players ever. Only 2 of them have won titles. 4 of them have just taken a massive wage and really not produced what we would expect for that. And it's an embarrassment. It's an embarrassment that, look, money's not what football's all about, but it's an embarrassment when you look at our top 6 best paid players ever and see who makes it in there. And it really does expose what the issue is at Manchester United, and it goes way higher than the manager. Thanks for watching. Speak to you all soon.